家好，我此次的中国之旅十分精彩，更重要的是，我体验到了丰富多彩的中国文化。让我们一起深入了解一下其中的亮点吧。让我们走吧 ，Let's go。
My recent trip to China was exquisite, filled with fun and excitement, but more importantly, the enormous culture they have on expose. Let's delve into the highlights. Follow me? Come on, let's go. Massive, elaborate, and exquisite. Those are just a few words to describe the atmosphere here at the Research and Training Institute of National Radio and Television Administration. The happenings, a seminar on radio, television, and video production for Belt and Road countries. Many participants from right across the world converging right here in Beijing for this occasion.
I want to say a big thank you to the organizers of the seminar on radio, television, and video production technology, namely the Research and Training Institute, NRTA, for hosting this event.
各位与会的代表们，大家下午好。作为学员代表，我首先想要感谢广电总局研修学院组织的本次研修班。
We also want to thank the Ministry of Commerce of the People's Republic of China and their offices operating in the embassies of all the participant countries for providing the opportunity and funding to allow us to be here in beautiful Beijing.
It is unquestionable that China has been one of the leading countries with the revolution of technology. A part of that revolution is broadcasting. The landscape has changed immensely so. We were fortunate to get a quick chat with Mr. Ming, one of the leading lecturers in this particular field. Yeah. How long have you been in the broadcasting industry?
Actually, I graduated from the Communication University of China, which is also the university that now I'm working for, starting my career. I mean the professional career, working in the TV station, local TV station, my hometown, and the TV station in Beijing. Just at the end of last century, yeah, more than 20 years.
Okay, wow. You've lectured on the principle of video production techniques.
Yeah.
Were there any time when you feel like, there's challenges that you just feel like, I'm going to give up this is too much?
Yes, indeed, because I'm teaching in these areas, so the media and the technology is growing so fast. It's always changing almost every day. So as a lecturer working in the university, we have to keep our steps with the development of the industry. So it's really hard work for us. So sometimes I just feel tired. Okay, I'm really tired to keep focusing on the industry and those developments. It's really hard, but you have to.
Yeah. When did you actually start lecturing?
2005.
Oh,
yes.
Well, that's a long time.
Yes,
that's a long
nearly
time.
20 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shorts, they are pretty much the dominant force in the internet era.
Yes.
Do you still think there's place for long format programs?
I don't think so, because nowadays we have seen there's the internet users, they do have very different needs for their information. Yeah.
You happen to have worked on a project affiliated with BBC. Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was great. Yeah, all that's, to be honest, that's also another strategy that we are trying to start with those Western media, because maybe, as you always know, that especially when you come to China, we found, okay, there's so many things different from what you got from the West media. Yeah. So yeah, the same problem for us. So probably we need or we want the people around the world to know more real things about China. So we get corporations with those big media, especially the Western media. They are quite influential.
Thank you for
You're
accommodating
welcome.
us.
Yeah.
If you want to call it propaganda arm of the government, but the media is controlled by the government. So nothing goes on here or televised without their approval. So, that's really, it's the Communist Party. So, that's where a lot of people have the challenge about it's not a democratic country and the people are tied down. You do see one and two people that may be disgruntled about something, but I'm telling you, for the most part, I think the Chinese people are happy. That's why we can't trust everything Western media tells us, because oftentimes it's not the full truth, just not the full truth. Throughout my sojourn in China, we were afforded the opportunity to visit many historical sites. One such site was the Summer Palace.
Everybody can go to the Summer Palace and enjoy the feeling like being an emperor.
The Summer Palace in northwest Beijing is said to be the best preserved imperial garden in the world and the largest of its kind. So here at the Summer Palace, the biggest attraction is the Ming Lake. The gardens are beautiful and all that, but the lake is definitely the biggest attraction. Well, apart from me, a black man in Beijing who everybody wants to take a picture with, they're so fascinated. But yes, the Ming Lake. And fun fact, the Ming Lake is totally man-made. And it has been in existence for over 300 years. Another historical site visit was the Temple of Heaven. The Temple of Heaven is a multifaceted park, and here we caught up with quite a significant number of elderly citizens doing all sorts of activities. Fun fact, the Chinese society is one of the leading societies that caters for the elderly.
Being retired, they don't want to always stay home watching TV. If you're always staying at home, eating, watching TV, no social, communicate, you will get disease, either physically or mentally, very easily. So they come here, they play instrument together, they're doing exercise like that, stretch their legs, and they're kicking shuttlecock, they do the pull-up. In this way they make new friends, they keep muscles very strong.
So this is the Temple of Heaven, where the emperors come to pray for prosperity for the country, and they celebrate winter solstice right here as well. Our sojourn took us to the Heilongjiang province in northern China. There we visited Wanbao, a farming village just on the outskirts of Harbin City. It's a farming village where the farmers themselves build these massive structures that you see, and they share together. The government of China is big on subsidy, so the farmers do get subsidy, electricity and all of that at a minimal cost. Everybody is living and surviving. Gone are the days when the Chinese people suffer of hunger. Non-existent anymore. Jamaica, the world, we can take some notes from the Chinese people and developing their agricultural sector, because if you can feed yourself, then that's where your start for productivity, health, and good balanced living starts. In keeping with the subject matter, we visited several radio and television stations in the Heilongjiang province. As a broadcaster, I must admit, I've never been in a studio this humongous before. It is an illustrious studio, thousands of monitors. I wonder when we will get there. Everything moves from a pin to an anchor. And with the Chinese population over 1 billion strong, the road alone could not be the only mode of transportation. So over the years, the government has invested into a proper railway system. Let us check it out and see what it looks like. So this is about 60 feet underground, as you can see. We just came down one escalator and now we're going down another. So I mentioned earlier that it's about 50 feet underground. Well, one of the attendants just told me that it is much more than that. I could not put him on camera due to protocol. However, as you can see, I am coming up a different set of escalator because the one we went down was on the other side of the street. So we come across underneath the roadway and exit on the other side of the street. Talk about development and thought processes in these systems. Our stay here in Harbin City was one of luxury. Our host pulled out all the stops, spared nothing to ensure our comfort. I'll definitely be coming back to Harbin City whenever I am in China again. As you can see, I'm in a nice hotel room overlooking the city. The Heilongjiang province is one of China's most treasured places. It's situated almost on the border of Russia. You don't say China without the following sentence being food. There were a vast arrays of Chinese cuisine. We took some time out to do some shopping at the famed Silk Market, the Pearl Market, and Central Street. No visit to Beijing is ever complete without visiting, yes, you guessed it, the Great Wall of China. So, fun fact, it's a long way up. I'm only about the 4th level, but there are more than 20 levels. Good thing though is that some of the levels descend rather than ascend. So I still have a long way to go, but I'm gonna try to do at least 7 levels. Oh God help me. I'm doing a little better than I thought. I am now at the 10th fortress, or the 10th level, whichever way you want to call it. So I surprised myself, and guess what? I'm gonna try and make it to the 11th. So here's one of the descending levels, and then we're gonna go up again. Okay, so I'm definitely sure This is my last stop for today. I am all out of gas and I'm not an electric car. 12 Fortress or 12th level. And this is enough for me today. Maybe next time I'm in Beijing, I'll try to go further. Alright, that's it for me. I'm on the descent now.
Welcome to Beijing.
Thank you. Shishay. Bye. Bye. I must say, I am proud of myself. I made it to the 12th Fortress. Hey, yeah. Made it to the 12th Fortress, 12th level. Safely up and safely down. And it feels good. Man, a bad long time. Yeah, man. Tell them so we now waste time. Yeah, man. You all and that's how we climb. Yeah, man. Top floor. Man, tell you I'm gonna get King Kong and Godzilla. If them ever try to put over me barrier, let me go, let them try this the warrior. I them shoulda never start a warrior. I work like fire, make them do like lava. Me them shouldn't try to war with. The 666 when them parried, when them out to mud parried. Tell them shoulda never start a warrior. Know me work like fire, make them do like lava. Me them shouldn't try to war with. The 666 when them parried, when them out to mud parried. Them a pre, tell them me no books on study me. Me no fish on. Ah boy!